Maserati was not born for the street. It was forged in the heat of Italian racing, built only for the podium and the pursuit of pure speed. But the Maserati brothers had a vision, to take that raw, racing soul and wrap it in elegance for the open road. This is how a racing legend became the ultimate symbol of Italian luxury. The transition from track to street began here. It was the first production model meant for the public. It featured a refined body and proved that the Trident could build more than just stripped-down machines. It set the stage for everything that followed. By the late 50s, the company needed a commercial success to survive. The 3500 GT was that car. It was a true grand tourer built for high-speed travel across continents. It was so successful that it made Maserati a direct rival to Ferrari for the first time. This model was created after a special request from the Shah of Iran. He wanted the power of a race car in a luxury coupe. It was incredibly expensive and rare, making it the choice of kings and the global elite. As the 60s arrived, Maserati launched the Sebring. Named after the American racetrack, it was a more modern version of the 3500 GT. It was designed to appeal to the American market with features like power windows and air conditioning. Maserati then invented a new category. They put a powerful racing engine into a luxury four-door body. This was the first quattruport. It was the fastest sedan in the world at the time and changed the luxury market forever. In the same year, the Mistral was released. It was the first Maserati named after a famous wind. It replaced the older GT models with a beautiful fastback design that still looks modern today. The Mexico was a comfortable four-seater based on a prototype shown in Mexico City. It offered the luxury of the quattruport, but in a shorter, more personal two-door body for the driver who wanted style and comfort. In 1967, design became the priority. The first Ghibli was a masterpiece of sharp, low lines. It remains one of the most beautiful cars in history and focused heavily on presence and aggressive style. To offer more practicality, the Indy was introduced. While the Ghibli was a two-seater, the Indy could carry 4 people at very high speeds. It was the perfect car for a fast family getaway. The 70s brought a mid-engine revolution. The Bora was the first Maserati with the engine behind the driver. This layout provided better handling and allowed Maserati to compete with the newest supercars of that decade. The Merak followed as the smaller brother to the Bora. It looked very similar but used a V6 engine. This made it lighter and more affordable during the global oil crisis of the mid-70s. The Comsine was the successor to the Ghibli. It featured a wedge-shaped design and a unique glass panel at the back. It was a very futuristic car that pushed the boundaries of automotive design. Under new management, Maserati released the Kyalami. It was an understated and elegant coupe. It was designed for those who wanted a refined daily driver with a classic Italian V8 heart. The decade closed with the return of the large sedan. The Quattruport 3 was big, boxy, and very prestigious. It became the official car for the Italian government and restored the brand's luxury status. In the 80s, Maserati wanted to reach more people. They created the Biturbo, the first production car with 2 turbochargers. It was smaller and more affordable, which helped the company stay alive during difficult financial years. Using the Biturbo foundation, the Shamal was born. It was an aggressive, muscular car with very wide fenders and a powerful V8. It was designed to be the ultimate and most brutal car of its era. The Ghibli name returned in 1992. It looked like a refined executive coupe, but offered much better technology than the earlier Biturbo models. It was fast, luxurious, and very capable. The 4th generation of the Quattruport arrived in 1994. It was smaller and more aerodynamic. It was a discreet performance sedan for owners who wanted speed without attracting too much attention. Everything changed when Ferrari took control. The 3200 GT was the first result of this partnership. It is famous for its boomerang-shaped lights and its return to beautiful curved Italian styling. This model replaced the 3200 GT with a major upgrade under the hood. It featured a naturally aspirated V8 developed by Ferrari. This car was responsible for bringing the Trident back to the American market. In 2003, Maserati launched one of its most iconic cars. The Quattruport 5 was designed by Pininfarina and was widely considered the most beautiful sedan ever made. It successfully blended Italian soul with Ferrari engineering. Maserati then built the MC12. Based on the Ferrari Enzo, this was a race car for the street. Only 50 cars were ever made, making it the rarest and most valuable model in the company's history. The first Gran Turismo became an instant classic. It was so popular that it stayed in production for 12 years. It offered a perfect mix of daily comfort, a legendary exhaust sound, and timeless looks. The sixth generation of the flagship sedan was launched in 2013. It was larger and more luxury-focused to compete with the top German brands. It was also the first to offer all-wheel drive. To reach a wider audience, Maserati introduced a smaller sedan. The third Ghibli became the best-selling model in the brand's history, helping Maserati reach a new generation of buyers. In 2016, Maserati entered the SUV market with the Levante. It was designed to offer the practicality of an SUV while maintaining the sporty driving dynamics that people expect from the Trident. Maserati returned to its supercar roots with the MC20. It features a new engine called Nettuno, which was developed entirely by Maserati engineers. It represents a new era of independent technology. The Grecale arrived as a compact luxury SUV. It is packed with high-tech features and is designed for a younger, more modern lifestyle while still being very fast. Finally, the second-generation Gran Turismo was released. It keeps the classic proportions but adds modern power. It is now available both with a petrol engine and as a fully electric version called the Folgore. From the first A6 in 1947 to the electric models of today, Maserati has always kept its racing heart. They have survived many changes, but the goal remains the same: to build cars with soul. Which Maserati era is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.